Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Did I say all of them? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. Sean Driver here with Brendan the Red Horde taking on Bristol Rovers. Today is Wrexham at the racecourse, and I hope you're ready for this one because it is starting to get like right down to the nitty gritty. Squeaky bum time is a legitimate thing right now. You win and you start talking clinch scenarios. You lose and you start looking over your shoulder or get passed by Wycombe. Stockport and Charlton are still somewhat in striking distance, although it will be a challenge. But you can remove them from the equation with wins. You start to look and scratch your head with losses. And today playing a team that's been struggling, 6 losses in a row, haven't won away since January 4th. But if you don't take care of business, it's going to be a tough swing going through things. You put these guys, and they're fighting for their for their League One lives. I think most people saying if they end up losing this one, you can probably expect that they're going to be relegated with just 3 games left. And so this one's big, massive. Every game at the end of the season is massive. There's kind of a blessing and a curse when you look around and you see, oh, well, Wycombe's going to be playing everybody. Charlton, Stockport, you've got, but the downside to that is if you're losing, there's also guaranteed points out there that somebody's going to take, and you don't want to get to the last day when you've got Wycombe playing against Stockport and we're looking at this. Well, it doesn't matter which team wins, and then if we don't take care of business, we lose, or if we're chasing, that you're going to be chasing somebody who's getting points. So it's scary, nervy time. And the best way to relieve the pressure, given what happened last weekend when we ended up losing points and everybody else gained, is you got to take care of business here. Brendan, how the hell are you?
I am great. I am great. I am showing off my Betty Buzz warm up with the whole team, minus a couple of guys that don't even make the game day roster, right? For the most part. So this is everybody on this. And you got it extra large, which is, could cover a car just for us fat Americans, right? So that's beautiful. That's going to fit nicely.
Extra large and Macron's like a medium.
I know. Yeah, this is awesome. I got this in the mail today, and I have my from last week. I'm ready for us to double toque it when necessary.
So. Perfect. And that was fun to put together. That the memories for me will be in having all of that signed, but be a small token for all of the stuff that Brendan has, like, he's gone above and beyond this year with setting everything up for you guys, for relieving me so I can have family time. I should also advise, I fully anticipate and expect an interruption at some point during the broadcast. The Tooth Fairy has visited our house for the first time ever. And so the eldest, I'm pretty sure, is going to come in. I think the Tooth Fairy was here. I heard some rumblings.
Hopefully he won't be freaked out.
So there's
he was in my room.
I saw blue glitter from a little fairy door that sits on the baseboard, which apparently is a UK thing.
Wow.
And yeah, the ongoing jokes, let's just deal with this right away. As I made a post last night, I came to learn, I did a dating show 8 years ago, right before I met my wife. And I saw it pop up on my feed. You know how you're scrolling through and you just get your advertisements and things you're going to like? It was from Channel 4 in the UK. And it was a video of just the picture of the girl that I was on the date with. And I went, what is this? And it's my dating video that's, I found out the UK has been playing that episode since December 14th. The Facebook video alone has 532,000 views.
That's great.
And so if there's going to be another watch along, that's what I was joking about. Deandra, if you want to do that, I'll give you the link and I'll suffer the consequences. Why not have a little fun? It was kind of entertaining. So we'll leave that one out there. Going back to what's important. Should we talk rosters and lineups?
Yeah, let me get the lineup up. Let me just, I'm going to flash Welsh Techie's shot of where he is in the stands.
Welsh Techie's there. Jason is there.
Yeah.
He arrived in Wrexham yesterday.
Shots in a moment. Yeah. there's so many good picks and stuff. I didn't have the lineup ready.
And while you're looking at this, the math is also simple. You want to get to the situation where you have clinch scenarios, because that's when the pressure's really on. And we found that last year. Everybody else around us needed to lose. We needed to win. We got all three combinations. And so check. All of a sudden we're promoted. And it happened in quick order. Can we get to promotion discussions and potential clinching this weekend? No. But you want to be able to set yourselves up. If we win here, let me just... Where's our table? If we win here, we get up to 85 points. They lose, they're at 81. There is a clinch scenario. We have to win both. If we win both, we get up to 88 points. That leaves them with 6 points left if Wycombe lose both. So win here, they lose. We could be talking clinching in Blackpool. That's the only combination that gets it done this weekend. Every other combination starts to get a little bit ugly. And I was going to put together a little chart and all that sort of stuff. But the reality is I think we just need one more game to figure out where Stockport and Charlton are to eliminate the math. Because once you start to get into the if we slide combinations, which heaven forbid that happen. God, not today, or ever. But if we slide, we open the door, because a win puts Stockport at 80 points, puts Charlton at 79. And all of a sudden, because everybody's playing each other, the combinations are just through the roof. So this is an important game because they're playing each other. There's going to be guaranteed point stays. I mean, the good news is that also means somebody's dropping points, but that only works when you're winning and you're putting the pressure on. If you're losing and you're allowing somebody to catch you, you're in trouble if you're into the slide. So there is a potential clinch scenario for Monday, but we got to take care of business today, get to 85, have Wycombe lose, sit at 81, and then we can talk about getting to 88 points and putting it to bed on Monday. And that would be the best thing for my heart, your heart, and everybody else's, right?
I have the lineup up.
Oh, you got the lineup up. So let's look at our lineup. I just flicked channels and move them off. The one big change and the most obvious thing that stands out, you've got Ryan Barnett on the wing. We'll talk about why that's important in a moment when we go through the Pirates lineup. So you've got Ryan Barnett on one side and you've got Longman on the other. So Maka on the bench for this one. Ogonkwo in goal, check. Brunt, Cleworth, O'Connell in the back, check. You've got the change with Barney and Longman there somewhat. We've seen them in the second half, but that's the first time they've started. We've been calling for it. We've been asking for it. In the midfield, Dobson out, Elliott Lee in. So there's been a run of play. Dobson, first half of the season, before Rathbone got going, probably our best midfielder, had himself a bit of a slide. Partly when Matty James came in and took over his position, may just be Knox. And who knows, just hasn't been on as much. So he's getting a rest to get Elliott Lee in, Matty James in the back. So that'll be Lee on the left, Rathbone on the right, and Matty James basically as the defensive mid of those three in the midfield. Sam Smith and Jay Rodriguez up front. And who's that leave on the bench? Well, Mo Fall had injury to his thigh. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter. Yeah. At least we assume it's his thigh. I don't think it was specifically announced. It's rumor at that point. And so he has injury. No idea how that happened. I hope to God it's a training injury. Too many training injuries between sprinklers and now thigh injuries. Dave Foster saying Lee is greater than McLean. Good morning, everybody. Dave's off to work and won't hear much after, but he'll probably be listening. And you got to work on it. Yeah, Good Friday. That's horrible. And Dave, he's got to miss the next two matches, especially, well, Dave, you're gonna have to find a way for Monday because we're calling for the back-to-back wins and the Wycombe back-to-back losses, and you got to be there for the promotion party if it ends up breaking down again. Anything else that we can pull off of the lineup? Fletcher and Marriott are the two that can sub in. McLean is there, and O'Connor and Scar to guard in the back. So no Mo Fall, no Mullen, even despite losing Mo Fall. We're just going to go with the two strikers and the subs. Anything there that stands out for you, Brendan?
No. I mean, obviously, the McLean and, getting our two best offensive, at least, wing backs on the pitch is what we've been talking about. It's happened a couple times with late subs, but not a full game. And this, even though we're much better developing from the middle now, than we have been most of the year. we still have our best chances from our wing backs crossing in, and to have it coming from both sides now. I guess the only thing I'd say is usually we're only kind of risky on the right, where either Longman or Barney is pushing forward, and Max Cleworth is covering that back end. Macca usually stays back and really allows that defense to be able to shift over and help him out and cover everything on the backside. With Longman likely up high, those three it's gonna all be on them for everything to be able to cover each other. The thing is that this is Bristol Rovers. You're not thinking that we're getting blitzed by one of the better offenses, right? So they should be able to stand up and still put in the same, defensive wall without having Macca back there as a help. So I'm thinking 4-0 today.
4-0 did you go with?
Yeah.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, 4-0.
Whoa. Okay. That's bold. From a team that doesn't score to put up 4, I will definitely take it. I was going 2, and I thought that was going to be a lot. So 2-0 was what I had. And good shout by David. I forgot. Parkey picked up his 3rd yellow in the last match, and so he has to serve a 1-match ban. And so we don't have enthusiasms on the sideline.
He'll be waiting in the locker room to yell at him. Or in the hallway.
but we already know that he can sit in the stands and have a headset on and communicate as much as he wants. That's absolutely okay over there. So let's go to their lineup, because there are – I mean, when I looked at their roster and I looked at their goal scoring and I tried to figure out what was going on, you can see why they're struggling. And it becomes – important. 4-0 seems to be a popular prediction. Fans got to be positive. Holy, I just am the negative Nancy. That's fine. I like being wrong when it ends up 4-0. Swoosh Kids in, Shannon's in, and Giselle. That's exactly. Did he say 4? Yeah. So throw your comment what you guys have for predictions in the chat. Memorialize it so you can go back and get it. Their roster, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I don't know all the players, but. For the Pirates, for the Bristol Rovers, what they've been talking about is their biggest deficiency has been in left back. And they've had a guy named Sil Swinkles, who I believe is from Aston Villa, who's a loanee, who's been playing on their back line and apparently being horrible. And so you look at the lineup and you go, okay, they going to have that as a bad left back option? Because remember, whoever the left back is likely going to be the person responsible for dealing with our right wing back, whether that's Barney or Longman. Today it's Barney. So, no Swinkles. Okay, so then you go, who's their regular left back? It's Mola. He's on the bench. So they've gone to the third option, an unknown option, somebody that the fans didn't even suggest to me, that Bristol Live doesn't even suggest to me. So I don't know what's going to be a left back option. So that makes Mr. Brian Barnett, down the wing, the most vital part to success, is because if he's able to beat his man and get some success, then we're looking at a wonderful day. Ooh. Will I am with the pessimism. Oh no, Pat had the tooth fairy and set $10 for the firstborn and set a terrible precedent. We have blue glitter from a door. We have a little fairy door that sits in their room just for these occasions.
That would help you fall asleep at night.
Yeah. Indeed. And so, yeah, and a scroll I think I saw that was left there for the ceremony. And the other thing, you'll remember in the last game back in December, Elliot Lee had an early goal, and then Promise Omacheri, who actually looked good for them, scored late to make it a 1-1 game. It was one of the games where it was saved by the opposing team at the death. That and the Charlton game are the two I remember. Omacheri has an injury. He's out for the season. You go through their lineup as to where their goal scorers come from, where their goal scorers. So Sotrio is their guy. Chris Martin, he's their second leading scorer. He's not in the lineup. Isaac Hutchinson, he's got 4 goals. He's not in the lineup. Sinclair, he's tied for third as their leading scorer. He's on the bench. Promise Omacheri, I just said he's out. Odonkor is next. Don't see. Oh, he is on. He's got 3 goals. Then you start to get in where they are. So they are without offense. Long may that continue. We've got 14 minutes. Should we go through the little graphics that I sent to you of the season stats, and you can see what we're kind of dealing with?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Howdy, gamer.
Welsh Techies thing up on the screen. That's why.
Yeah, get that up there, of course. Strange Realities. It's Aaron, right? Strange has been a while. Have I just not noticed that you've been in for a while? Anyway, how are you?
He's been here fairly consistently the last month.
Oh, maybe
so.
I'm just sleeping at the wheel.
I have the season statistics.
Throw those ones up there because you're going to see a consistent thread here. There's one position where they're really good in, and then other than that, they've got some issues. So goals for, we're 9th. We've been sliding. We were up as high as 2nd, 3rd early in the season, just a slow decline. We're down to 9th, but our goals against still hovering up at the top, 2nd only to Brum. Goals for at home, tied for 2nd. Goals against at home, tied for 3rd. And our home record, 2nd best. The Racecourse Roar, dragging the team to victory consistently. We're doing all right. When you think about it, 15 games out of 19. Is my math right there? No, 21. 15 games out of 21. We've pulled the maximum amount of points, and we've only dropped points, all 3 points twice. So for the love of God, we should be okay. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you this morning. For them, 3 wins, 2 losses, or 2 draws, and 16 losses away from Bristol. That ain't so good. Their goals against, 68. That's 21st. That's overall. Goals against away, they've allowed 38. That's tied for 22nd. They struggle to score away from home. Worst in the league. 11 goals. 11 goals in 21 games away from Bristol. So that's the season statistics in the overview. Going over to the next graphic there that has the goals for. You'll immediately just look at the right column and run down. 22nd overall in shots on target per 90. Where they're solid, they do have a good keeper. And they talk about first pen in is their goalkeeper. He's going to get as many minutes as they can give him, given his performance. So, and that's Jed Ward, I believe, should be. I didn't even look at their roster. If not, they've gone sideways on us. Yeah, Jed Ward, and so he's in. Shots on target against, they allow a bunch of them. Worst in the league. Their possession, 19th, not solid. So they don't have the ball. They end up getting stormed with passes. And how do they advance the ball forward? Well, not very well. They're accurate passes. They're about with us. They're accurate crosses, though, 19th overall in the league. Long balls, 20th, and they just don't create. 19th best in the league. They're in trouble. That's just not good stats. And they've been getting worse in the last 6 to 8 days because of injuries and knocks and everything else. So we're in good stead. The most fascinating part of looking at this is the referee, because I've been bringing up and complaining about the referees and saying, oh, they're card happy. This guy, I joked on Discord and said we should be putting the Hansen brothers in because this guy, he likes that old time soccer. Martin Coy, we've seen him September 21st of this year against Crawley. We had a 2-1 win. He's been a referee since 2017. He's done 12 games. And I should update that graphic. It's actually 73 referees to date. But you go through, out of the 73 referees, remembering that some of these are a lot of just 1 gamers and 2 gamers that are below him that maybe, statistical anomalies. But of the active referees, those that have done like more than, say, 8 games, he's the least card-happy, foul-happy referee that's done a League One game so far. The fouls, there's a 23.46 league average. He's at 21. That's 61st out of 73, and everybody below him is 7 games or less. Yellow cards, 3.85. That's not right as far as the league average per game. I know
time to foil up, eh?
Time to foil up. It is, eh? I'm listening to the song. I want to bet between Sean and Brendan for match predictions. That would be great tension between the two best watch along co-hosts. We should do that next year and add a couple more and do a whole thing. I think others do that. So why not throw it in there? Oh, I think Shrewsbury is relegated, but it's just, the math, they still have a faint glimmer of hope. But 60th out of 73 referees for giving out yellow cards, and everybody else below that, again, 1 gamer, 7 gamers. The red cards, he hasn't given out any. That puts him tied for 32nd with about 30 other people. Penalties, he hasn't had one. Tied for 39th. So old-time hockey. Studs up, get into it. It's going to be physical. And do you think that fits with our style of play?
I'm not sure. I don't see us as being overly physical. There are teams that seem to rough us up and play a lot harder. What does help us is without Mullen out there, we're not a flop-happy team. We're not trying to draw as much. We're trying to play hard. And since we're not doing any of those shenanigans, we would rather the other team not benefit from doing that shit and getting some lucky stuff. So, I mean, I think overall it benefits us, but not in the most obvious way, which would be that we're trying to rough up other teams and get away with a lot of cheap fouls, because I don't see that. So,
yeah, and I think because we air it out a lot more. I mean, you got to kind of already feel for Rodriguez. I think he's going to get butchered a little bit, and probably affects him more than anybody else taking the long balls, and he's going to have some physical contact. But we don't build up through the middle. So as far as tackling fouls and all that sort of stuff, I'm good with the rough play, because I think that benefits us in defense more than it benefits them. We'll see how it all plays out. Watch it be completely backwards, and all of a sudden cards are flying all over the place, and he gives his first pen and his first red, and we're all scratching our head wondering what the hell happened. That's just the way it seems to go. But it's a fascinating little curveball to throw into things as we wind these down. I think it's going to be impossible not to watch the table as we go along with this one. The games that matter to us: Wycombe is in Bolton today. Stockport is in Peterborough, which Peterborough's tough right now. I don't know what your thoughts are. I mean, they just took out Birmingham. Do you think that they're going to continue to play soft because they're basically sitting in that realm of we ain't going up, we ain't going down? I don't know, because they've been hungry. They've been out to prove a point. So I wouldn't want to play posh right now. Do you think they're still in it a little bit? Not in the running, but at least motivated.
Yeah, I do.
So yeah, that one will be interesting. And Northampton in Charlton. So we're going to be watching those ones. Again, the reminder: we win today up to 85 points. If Wycombe lose, or 81, that sets up the only clinch scenario is we have to win 2, they have to lose 2, and we could be celebrating on Easter Monday. It would be a good Monday, even though it's not called that. It would also be good. Yeah. I'm nervy. How's at the end of the day, when you went to bed last night, Brendan, and to those in the chat, how are you feeling?
I was pumped. I was excited. Yeah, you guys, a lot of the chat gave me a hard time last week when I was like, no, don't worry. We said we only needed, 3 wins and a draw. We could handle a loss or 2 and still get that second place. So we're not, this was well accepted, well expected, and it was a reasonable draw away at a tough defensive team. And everyone's like, you're way too positive. We're going to be in the playoffs, and everyone panicking. No, I've stayed the course. I'm still positive. I think this is going to be a solid win by us. And then everyone will be back on the train, and everyone will be excited again. Then they'll panic a little until we score a goal at Blackpool. And after a goal or 2 at Blackpool, then everyone will be partying again. So, yeah.
I wish I had your guys' vibes. A2Z says I was feeling great. Giselle says me too. Nervous, excited. Hugh says I'm getting excited. Here I am tossing and turning in bed yesterday. And I think it's because I was looking at all the math combinations and doing all those things. And I don't know if you have Andy's graphics. If you haven't, we'll talk about them at the half, because Andy does impeccable work getting everything all set up for us with sort of the possibilities that are out there. But I was just looking at, if you lose this one and everybody wins around you, and goddamn, we're in trouble. Massive trouble, because now you're sitting, you're passed by Wycombe. So now you're chasing. and Wycombe's playing teams that are around you that now you want to cheer for the team behind you, but then they're gaining points and coming up on you too. And it just opens everything up. I was like, oh God, if we end up in the last day with a Stockport Wrexham game, or sorry, a Stockport Wycombe game where we're hoping for a draw so that we can get in. Get the damn 3 points here. I don't want to even have to consider all of the mathematical options. And I'm hoping I can put together sort of something really quick to go through. Dave says losing is not an option today. And that's exactly where I'm at is. And look, this is a team that psychologically I think is going to be easily broken down, but also prepared to be bolstered if you give them a chance. Early goals here, they're always helpful. They always set the tone. But it's crucial in this one. Break their spirits and crush their soul. Put it to bed and let's get done with this. David says, I'll be very nervous until we put one in the net. And I'm the same way. I look at it as if they're going to allow 5.5 shots per game and we're 4th overall in efficiency at 34%, you think we've got a chance, right? But
so you're saying there's a chance. Okay.
I do have the graphics all prepared for the financial review that I did, but I don't want to put it out until we get close to the or get to securing the championship, because I want to be able to make certain statements and I don't want to be misinterpreted and people be like, oh God, because really it's fascinating when you start to look at the league distributions. If you remove the league distributions from what the teams get in the championship to what we earn on turnover and what our wage rate is compared to them, there are some massive things that could happen this summer. There are some massive things that could happen on a go forward. We're set up very, very, very well. And I want to be able to go into that without having to be like, yeah, but you didn't make it on what you had. So I want to be able to curb my enthusiasm a little bit, but it's basically ready to go. So let's just deal with it this weekend. Let's have a party on Monday. It requires 4 things. We win twice, Wycombe lose twice, and we're good. So let's put that into the universe. It starts today with 90 minutes plus of get us some damn points. And all of them, all points. Being positive, especially in the stadium today, is so important. So much at stake. I'm with you. The racecourse roll got us pull them to victory. Hey guys, can you read out the lineup? I'm at work reading out the lineup. Yep, I will do that. Just let me pop it up because I had it open and then I close it. In goal is Ogonko. Backline Brunt, Cleworth, O'Connell. The midfield, Matty, James, Rathbone, and Lee coming in for Dobson. Dobson on the bench. On the wings, that's where the big change is. Barney on the right, Longman on the left. And up front, Smith and Rodriguez. Sitting on the bench, Scar and O'Connell to come in defense. McLean is there if needed as a wing back. Oh, and I've got a knock on the door. Dobson, Fletcher, and Marriott. I told you the tooth fairy might be a thing. Let's see if there's a report.
I got it.
You got it. Come and show me.
So,
before we get started doing this.
I think it's a Looney.
No, that's called a toonie.
A Toonie.
Toonie.
And I got this. I don't know what it is.
I know what this is.
What?
I've had one of these before.
Oh, give me the bell.
I bet you got a note. Whose name's that?
Spencer.
Ho, ho, ho. So somebody's going to have to read this to you. Is that pretty cool? Yeah?
Yeah, can you read it?
You want me to read it? Okay, really, really quick, and then we'll get back to this one. I'm on with my friends here. It says, wow, your first tooth. What a shining, clean tooth you left for me tonight. I can tell you've been taking great care of your teeth by brushing every day. Keep up the fantastic work. As a reward for your hard work, I've left you a special gift. Remember, every lost tooth brings you closer to a dazzling, grown-up smile. Keep being amazing, and remember, I'm always watching over you with fairy dust and magic. Sweet dreams, the Tooth Fairy. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Why don't you take that and go show Mom? Because I got to do my game here as we're about to get started.
And I like the bow. I like the bow.
Oh, you like the ball? Oh, here, take the ball.
Lovely.
Okay, got it? Love ya. That's cool, man. Thank you for letting me do that one as we're about to get underway here.
And we have it now on stream for posterity.
Oh, yeah, I never even thought. That's kind of cool. There was lots of chicken with their head cut off running around the art table last night when the tooth came out. So, but yeah, it was fun to have the Tooth Fairy put all that together. We're underway. It's all the way back and dealing with it, and I don't have anything set up as I got all distracted with the roster. So let me fire everything up. Their left back looks to be Moore, Taylor, Wilson, and Hunt. They're 4 in the back, and so we'll see how that goes. Thanks, guys. Get that kid a goatee. Oh, eventually. If he's anything like his dad, he won't be able to get any facial hair till he's probably about 24. We're back. Wrexham going from left to right on the computer monitors. Bristol from right to left. And ooh, there's a tough one. And are we gonna get a card? No card.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't with his body. That was with the foot. He put it right into the leg.
Foot into the leg doesn't get you a yellow card with this official.
Yeah, cleats up and everything.
It's gonna be that kind of game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no, I missed my opportunity. Hold on a sec.
Can't get tickets left if too late. I need 3. Is that for the Blackpool game, Sarah? I imagine you're going to that one if you haven't got them. You got the right postal code. You could get home ones if you had to just get into the building. So even there, up over top and went Sam Smith and no foul there. It's going to be a physical stab your foot in, get your leg in, get a piece of the ball. And we're going to have to figure this out. Right, Dave? I thought like for sure. I think some people would even scream, not me on that one, but I could see the shout for it for a red, getting the studs up and into the leg. Lee, tried to feed it through and couldn't through the middle, and it gets turned over and spun the other way. And this is Shaw for them across half, still running, gets it over to the right-hand side. Is that Hunt all the way forward? It is. Hunt's all the way forward. He's going to draw it back. And that looks like Moore there. So Moore over on the right. I don't know if that's just for a moment and my thought mob is off. We'll keep an eye out and try to figure out who's playing their left back position because I think that's the key. There is some jump, Kim. There is some jump. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Coming up to 2 minutes and 20 seconds right now. And Ogonko does the Fred Flintstone twinkle toe dance and a right footer through the ball. Bang. Put forward, Smith. Under control, Rathbone over to the left-hand side. Longman, he's going to push it forward. Rathbone didn't continue his run, and it's just going to roll out. Still got jump, just not connecting. I'm okay with that. Good morning, Elvis. Nice to have you here. Reminders. That like button is down below. Smash that thing if you would do me that favor, please. Let people know that we're here. Empty pockets. What does that play? Underway, headed through. Rodriguez battling in the middle of the pitch, frames people out, but lost control of the ball and is pushed back by Shaw all the way back to Ward. Jed Ward, the young keeper. We're going to have to pepper him. He's good. Lee chests it down, finds Longman. The press is on. Longman dances around both. Well done, Matty James, and forward to Lee. This is all brought up to you by Ryan Longman. This whole possession earned by him, and he gets up there for the run through. It gets stopped, but he'll collect the ball. 17 yards out, back to Lee. Come on, lads. Early and often. Pressure on. Not in. Pushed forward to Sawyer, Wilson, and you can see already what's happening is it's Shaw and Odonkor just going to be running around like maniacs, pushing everything forward for the Pirates. If I was a betting man, Wizard, that would be my odds on as both go. If I was a betting man. Fig boot. Traveled from the U.S. to London a couple of weeks ago. Took a trip up to watch the win versus Stockport. Great time. Cool to see a game in person. It's nuts to see a game in person. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Other than Kevin Bieksa's stanchion goal in 2011 to put the Canucks into the Stanley Cup final, and John Slaney's golden goal against the Soviet Union in the 1989 World Hockey Championships that I've seen live, it's up there with my my top 4 best memories, that being the Huddersfield game and the Wycombe game, to being live and pushed into in the back, and we get a free kick. That's a foul. Well, the only thing, Kim, that makes me question whether there's going to be goals is I think this referee is going to allow for a lot of clutch and grab and boot and kick around and wipe people out, and I think it's going to be tough to get opportunities because defensively, I think like 2-0, I think is going to be a push, and 1-0 is more likely, just because the ref's going to let the players smash into each other. Well done by EOC to slide forward and take that from Odonkor. It's over to Barney on the right-hand side. He's got Rathbone as an outlet, takes it. Rathbone's going to spin back, look for the switch, and he's going to go to Cleworth instead. No switch. Cleworth says, let's keep it on the right. And I want it on the right. Come down the right as much as you can. And then that pass from just not connecting. Stabbed away, and this would be their left back, number 11. No, that can't be. That's Thomas. God, who is over there? The Welsh can be Pirates too, Captain Morgan. Oh, come on. I think if they're going to press us, they do it when they're up and they're confident and they're feeling good about themselves and they're into the game. You break their backs, and I think you soften the enthusiasm on the press. And how Lee ended up going down there. A little bit of smack talk from him and the Sawyers. Cleworth, he's getting pressed. That's going to be a goal kick. Enjoy, Dave. Signing out to have less Daves, and Bryn here saying, I thought it was just because you got back from Wrexham. Yeah, the penalty, the punishment for having a good time in Wrexham is you got to work twice as hard when you get back. It's a sacrifice we will all take. Oh, tell me you've got a tiptoe. I'm going to have to watch that back. Because there goes Okonkwo. Rodriguez bumps it forward, controlled there by Smith. Up to Longman. He's waiting for people to support. He's his 18-yard box, and he's on the edge of the area, draws it back. Elliot Lee, he's going to push it in. And it was Rodriguez slipped and fell. I don't know if he could have got to the pass anyways, but he blew a tire in the box on the pass in from Elliot Lee. And EOC is cutting out balls everywhere. Longman, look at this kid. That's the second possession that just hard work and determination has eked out a possession. Like, this deserves a goal. Reward the man. Barney can serve this up. He's going to cut inside, pulls it back. Matty James all the way up forward to Barney. He's forward. He's going to lose it. Can Cleworth get there? No, and it's cleared. Pressure, pressure, pressure. EOC, control again. It's all working right now. Matty James up to Rathbone. Right-hand side. Cleworth now, 20 yards out. Take this. Strike that thing. Oh, great save, Jed Ward. And we're going to see that. The kid's got talent. But it's right footer, shot on target, diving left, Jed Ward, big save. You're like, Cleworth's like, I'm not a striker. I need a pass. I'm not a striker. Okay, piss on it. I'm going to take a shot. And that took a deflection. But we're going to – this is what I anticipated the game was going to look like, is just us leaning on him, and hoping that you can break Jed Ward just under the weight of the pressure. Got out of play. We've seen that before. We know that rule, Elliot Lee. Charlton up 1-0. The footsteps get louder behind us. Yes, 2 goals quickly could dampen their swashbuckling enthusiasm. Love it. Jed Ward is their keeper, 21 years old. I don't even know where he's on loan from.
Lee looks very active today. He's very lively for him.
Oh, he's an academy kid. Interesting. 21 years of age. And with them, he was with FGR before. Nice pass. Trying to play to Longman a little bit too far forward, and it's cleared down, but that should be collected by Brunt. Got around him a little bit, but he saves it and gets it to EOC. We're everywhere. We're everywhere right now. Barney. Players are falling everywhere. Mark Griffiths just said that it was raining earlier in the day, so the pitch is going to be slick. But we've seen Rodriguez blow a tire. We just had Rathbone go down there. That pass up to Barney on the right-hand side. Cleworth overlaps, but Barney cuts inside. Moving forward, squares it up. Lee, space, 22 yards. Have a crack. Blocked. A little bit slow getting that off. Just that half a second to get it away. Charles, morning all. It's win day for Wrexham. Yes, please. Just a little bit too late. He had all that. He had a wide gap, a big opening, pushed the ball a little bit too far forward. And by the time he got up there with the right foot, the defense had closed and shut the door. Ooh, harmy hearties. In swinger, that's a good one. Cleworth was there, but just couldn't get up. It's back out to Rathbone, just on the edge of the area. He's dancing. He's got lots of red kids. It's up. It's over. No, flicked away by Jed Ward, and it'll go for a corner on the other side. Lean on them. Break them. This is going to be...
We're not knocking on the door. We're pounding on it.
Sorry?
We're pounding on the door. We're not knocking on it.
But, for them, they're hoping that it's just bend, not break. For us... Let's get one of these in, please. Another corner. No left footers on the pitch, so it's going to have to be a right-footed out swinger. It's still dangerous, and it gets headed away. Wrexham with it. Barney, he's going to serve it up. No, he's not. He's going to smash it into the face of a defender, but it's collected. Rathbone, he's going to serve it up. Far post. Does it get across? It doesn't to Longman. And so instead it's knocked down, more pressure, not a good pass. There's a stab in, and it's going to be a free kick. Lee got the foot in, and it's going to go the other way. Oh, boy. I feel like I'm going to have to remind myself to breathe through this one. I'm getting overexcited. Pedal to the metal. We don't want to dry. Guaranteed fifth, but oh God, I just don't want to fall in the playoffs. Not sixth place team. And if we are in the playoffs, I want to be in fourth, not in third. Bristol Rovers, a little bit of control there, but the long ball goes too far. It's collected by EOC. He's just going to thump it the other way. Does it stay in play? It does. Can Sam Smith control it? He's taken on Wilson, and he gets it to Rodriguez. It's had almost a 2-on-1. Oh, should have let advantage go a little bit more. And Lee saying, or the referee saying, bring it back to me. If you want it excited, you should have seen Man U versus Lyon yesterday. If I had an interest in either of those teams, maybe. Oh. Sink the pirate ship and take the treasure. How do you do a pirate accent with a UK? I don't even think I want to try it.
R.A.
I'd end up with some
Canadian and the pirate together.
Yeah, I'd end up with some weird combination of like, it'd probably be like a little bit of Yorkshire, a little bit of Canadian, and it just wouldn't work off. You'd think the Easter Bunny or Tooth Fairy was coming. Sean's excited today. I am excited. I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun yesterday watching the kid run around freaking out because his tooth came out and he didn't realize that blood came with it. Keep trying, please. Yes, it's exactly where I am. We've got a free kick here. How far are we out? 35 yards out. Rathbone standing over the ball. We've got 7 red jerseys sliding forward. Man, their head coach even looks like a pirate.
Daddy, it's sunny.
Hello.
It's sunny.
It's sunny? Yeah, you should go cuddle with Mama.
Yeah.
Okay, or you want to come say hi to me? It's over. It's into the box. It's knocked down and missed by EOC on the opportunity there. Oh. Northampton doing its thing. Thank you, Northampton. It's 1-1.
Daddy, can you read this to Walter?
Can I read it to him later? Because I got to do this.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
Walter,
okay?
can you come out so I can show you?
He's got something to show you. Look, Tooth Fairy.
No, don't give him a guess.
Oh, don't give him a guess. Sorry. My
I did
mistake.
a tooth fairy. I did a tooth fairy.
So much excitement in the house. Close the door for me, please, boys, and let me do my thing. Love you. It's not sunny here. It's the sun's going up. Thank you. Too much excitement going on. The holidays. If you're looking for professional studio work, you're not getting it here. You're getting mass chaos of having a 3 and a 5-year-old. No, it's looking to be a glorious weekend here as I sneak. Oh my God. It is. I live like in the greatest place ever. I don't know how I show you that, but that was a bit of a snuggle and a cuddle in the tackle there from Barney, but he's not going to get a foul or a card because this guy just doesn't give cards. Over 70% possession for us so far as Thomas gets grabbed and tugged and pulled.
Hey, watch what you're saying.
Oh. Is this Butcher? So we're about 35 yards out, right in line with the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. Butcher standing over the ball with a left footer looking to put it in and put us under threat for the first time really in 16 and a half minutes. Let's see what happens here. Left footer, it's into the area, it's up and pulled down, and it's danger. Barney still is in danger. Cleared finally as the defender or their attacker held down on the shoulders, couldn't allow I believe it was Brunt to get up in the air and head that one away. And now EOC's over the back of a defender as it's still all on here for the Rovers, pushing it forward. Butcher maintains control. He gets it over to Odonko, who's their striker, who's all the way back because they had the set piece. And here's the pressure again. Taylor recycling left back. He gets it over to Butcher on the left-hand side. Up to Thomas. He's dancing into the area. He's got Barney. He's going to stab it over 19 yards out. Over to Odonkor, and then Rathbone gets his foot into it, puts it up to Longman. Longman's going to settle it down and advance it up to Lee. And we've got an opportunity to put Smith on the run, but the ball goes too far forward, and there's nothing there. Gustavo, how are you? Ciao. Rotherham back in at 1-1. Mansfield is okay. I don't like this. Is we've seen this script before where we come out like 15 minutes like gangbusters and we settle in, get comfortable, and we allow the teams to come at us and take shots. Don't want that. Rockchicks here. Nice to see you as always. And both teams are desperate. Well, physical, not just because they're desperate, but physical because the referee allows it. Of the experienced officials, he's the least likely to give out a card or a penalty in League One. So we've got possession. Oh, James bangs it off, and we're going to settle that down, and Ogonko's going to take it back. I guess if there's good news, Brendan, we can take it. If they're going to run at us, we're a counter-attacking team. At least I like to think that we're a counter-attacking team, and we've got a round of applause, and I'm not sure exactly what it's for.
There was also the
away squad.
Wrexham player former Wrexham player that passed away.
Thank you for that. And I missed that and didn't catch it.
I don't know if that's what that was, but I know that happened the last couple of days. So.
Yeah, look at that. Rodriguez did you see the replay? I don't know if you guys got that same replay that we had of Rodriguez. He just like straight up left hand on the back of Rodriguez's shoulders. He was going in the air to head it away, pulled him to the ground. He can't get up to head the ball away. And now you've got problems because it hits him, lands in front of everybody. And that's how they got their opportunities. We steal the throw in. Lee has it now. He's running over to the left-hand side, opening up space. He's waiting. He's got Brunt back behind him as we're setting things up. And we've got Longman on the left, stabs it forward to Brunt. Brunt dancing down the line, doesn't like what he sees, recycles to Lee, who's filled in his role, and Lee gets to switch on a high cross ball over to Barney, He heads it forward. Nobody over there in support. And here comes Rathbone racing after it to try to get to Taylor. But Taylor advances it to Butcher. And here come the Pirates. Arg. They be advancing. Okay, I need to not do that for the entire game.
Yeah.
Matty James up
I'm
to
okay
Rathbone.
with Shiver Me Timbers, though.
Shiver me timbers. EOC looking for a chip. Nothing there. Easy take, but he's too soft. And Barney comes in and just takes it. How do you do? 25 yards out. Elliott Lee, left footer. Oh, looking for the deflection pass off of Rodriguez, and it goes out. Goal kick. That was right there. Right there to be taken. Do you think that was an intentional? I think that was like a shot pass, we would call it.
I agree. It was purposely off target. It went exactly where he wanted it to. He just wanted a Wrexham player to deflect it. Yeah.
Yeah. Get me a goal, please. Ward gets it down. Headed back by Brunt. Smashed the other way by Butcher. Butcher's been all over the place. Most noticeable player for them in 21 minutes, and they've got themselves a throw-in 6 yards away from the goal line over on the right-hand side.
They already stalling? Jeez.
Hunt. Somebody I think they had a boot change and the referee didn't allow it to go didn't stop the game so they could tie their shoes. Remember was it the Charlton game where they were all tying their shoes? He said, no, get off, tie your boots on, come back on. So I think that might be why they're slowing it down a bit. Long throw going towards the near post. Brunt heads it towards goal and Ogonko comes and collects. Barnett and the Jets. No, that's not right. Barnett and Lee. Barney and the Gents. Lee busting down the left side. It's been the left side that's had success between Lee. Spun and his man slips down. Lee continuing to run outside the area, and then the pass lets him down. Across the face of the 18-yard box, but beyond.
I don't know. When Barney brings it inside, that's broken down the defense a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Rathbone, and I like that as an option because then you keep it in a threat and in the back of the mind of the defender, and then it allows him, frees up some space where he can serve one up. He's got Cleworth, does Barney. That's going to get drawn back to Rathbone. Barney cycles into the middle. Cleworth is over on the right-hand side. It's going to go over to Cleworth. Cleworth, can you serve it up? He gets it blocked. That's not I thought it was not going to be a big deal. It was going to be saved, and it was eventually, and EOC's got to go and collect it. We go again. Hit the reset button. Do it again. Just keep the pressure going, please. One really good opportunity, one medium opportunity, Cleworth's being the best one. Lee, if you just could have got that one away, plus he had the overarching shot that had to get stopped. I think that was off the boot of Rathbone. I can't remember on the left-hand side. Longman, nice header to Lee. Lee, 23 yards out. He's got people in the box. Rathbone saying, give it to me, but it gets tackled, and it's back to Rathbone, and we're going to recycle. Brunt with it. Switches on. Matty James, back to EOC. We hit the reset button. We go again. Rathbone. Man, that stop-start with the ball, if you're able to do it and stay on your feet, the defenders are flying everywhere. So EOC trying to find on a breakthrough by Rodriguez. Can't get it, and it's pushed forward. And EOC is going to collect. Reset button. We go again. Brunt. He's looked. That's in Smith. He's got around Jed Smith all the way out. It's an empty net. Still out. Come on. Longman, put it in. It's going to go far post, and he misses everybody to Barney. Farfanugans. Jed Smith comes all the way out over to the right-hand side. Outside the 18-yard, just in the inside of the 18-yard box. Wipes out, loses control. We maintain possession, and then can't do anything with it. Come on, you guys. I love you, but
Did I put my blanket?
I don't see it, man.
Okay.
Thank you. I really hope so, Michael. I really hope so. Brunt with it. Please stop the nervousness by finding one. Smith with it. He's just got a header from Longman. He's 10 yards away. Nice little back pass to Longman, but he runs over top of the ball, and Taylor takes it from him and pushes it forward. Odonkor over to the right-hand side. Throw in coming for Bristol, 45 yards away from goal. Who summoned the spirit of Deandra?
I have a gift that is Deandra stopping herself from dropping an F-bomb, and it just goes and as she slams her hands down. That's what I was playing when they missed the chip pass.
Love it. Come on. Butcher. Left-hand side, 35 yards out, bad back pass. Kluwerth just says thank you very much and stabs it forward to Rodriguez, and we're going to recycle and let the red jerseys move forward. EOC, the press is off now for Bristol. They're now falling back more. Even on that turnover, had the opportunity to try and take it back, but they don't. Just one shot on target. That being Kluwerth. So there has to be two. That one from the left was a save. No, he had to save it and punch it over top. 69% possession. Matty James with it, 35, 40 yards out, slides it over to Brunt on the left-hand side, up to Longman. He's got Smith. Just dances around his guy, blows the doors off, 18-yard box, three guys chasing, bangs it off, and Mr. Longman, have yourself a game over on that left wing. 2 stolen possessions, that one just destroying and embarrassing his man as he runs it across, and we're going to get a corner from Rathbone, right-footed in-swinger. Can we just opt to take all of our corners from the left-hand side so that we get the right-footed in-swingers? Because we got nobody swinging with a left foot. Give me some set-piece magic. Find me a moment. Rathbone, right footer. Here it comes. It's up. It's close to the area, and Jed Ward's, he's able, a little bit too close to the goal. You knew that one right off of his foot, that was probably going to be the keeper's ball, and Ward just punches that one away. Never really a threat. Barney, he serves it up. He's going to go far post. Smith knocks it down. Shout for handball, not there. Kluwerth, big saves, the rebound. Offside. It's in the back of the net, but it's offside.
What the
Smith knocks it down. No, it wasn't a handball. It was a chest. That was off of Taylor. Kluwerth hits it. Another 2 great stops. Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear explosions. I hate offside. Is that what it is? Is it 4 Fs to trigger Deandra's F?
Yeah, I'm having problems with the chat being able to trigger it, so I'm having to fire it off. But yes, it's exclamation point with 4 Fs, and it's what the
Classic. Ogonkwo pushes it forward. Rodriguez can't get it, but Lee does, but he can't control it. Longman gets it, but he smashes it off a defender, and it's back in the hands of Mr. Ward. Reminder to breathe. The applause from the crowd was for a local that lost his teenage son, was a huge Wrexham fan. 2 teens died in a motor vehicle incident. The request was made by the Wrexham supporter group earlier this week. Thank you, Bryn, for that. And thoughts to the family dealing with that. I can't even imagine. Kim's the nerves are starting to tick in. We've got too much possession.
I think it was said earlier, but Northampton drew back with Charlton at the moment.
Yeah, I did see that. 1-1 there. 0-0 Stockport County, Peterborough, 0-0 Wycombe, Bolton, 0-0 here. Let's change that here with this possession. EOC's got it. Back to Matty James. The middle's open, EOC, and he's going to push it forward to Lee, right through the middle, just as I said it. And then Lee's spry, and his touches and his dribbling exceptional. He's been able to get some interceptions, but his passing has been shite today. That's his third pretty egregious missed pass. And that kick was probably a little bit too slow. The question I have for Lee is, the pace of the game, is it just a little bit too much? I don't know. But he's been all over it. Yeah, who needs those things? Reverse psychology to the spirit god, to the soccer gods, football gods. I said the bad word. Wilson for Bristol over to the right-hand side, stabbed forward there by Shaw. Oh, and Shaw, he's got space now all the way down the right-hand side, 22 yards out towards the area. Put a nice pass inside the box for them. Dangerous. He's turning up and lifted over. Breathe, everybody, as that's the panic situation when you sit 0-0 and all of a sudden you get counter slapped. Just lost control of the ball and all of a sudden space opening up on a missed tackle. And that was Butcher turning left and skying it over the net. That could have gone really sideways for us. Oof. Bristol back with the ball. Taylor nicking that one, and he's found Thomas advanced forward. Cluworth is there. He smacks it off of a defender, and they're going to gain possession. That's O'Donker looking to enter it into the box. And well done by EOC. He had, what number was that? I thought that was 10. Sotrio, their goal scorer, their top leading scorer, running in open. And you could see Ogonko racing out to try and get to the ball, but EOC knocking it free. It looks like it's pouring there. I knew there was rain, but it looks heavier than I thought once I showed the fans in the crowd. Kim, you take that sentence back, because since you've said it, it's been all Bristol. Take it back. Left-footed in-swinger being served up by Butcher, near post, dangerous, headed, scores. Bristol, 1-0. Ah! I got nothing. Disbelief. That nervous trepidation I was feeling as I went to bed last night, showing itself in the 32nd minute here. I mean, that's as good as a corner can get. Served up with the left foot, and a streaking Moore comes in and just unmarked 10 yards out.
Yeah, so Cluworth got picked on that. They got a switch on that. I mean, I don't know.
Moore standing out just at the edge of the box, just runs over the left. I don't know if Ogonko could have got to that one. There's no way you can predict that one. He's just wide open. Fuck. Get it back. So that one not called by the Lino one, the trip and the foul. And so we'll get a free kick from Rathbone getting tripped up there by Thomas. And it's going to be 17 yards out. Ah.
I think this distance is hard. You can't really put. Yeah.
You're almost looking to do exactly what they did and find somebody who can get a pick and get open on a run around and serve it up there and just see if they can get a header to it.
Yeah, you can't float it in. You got to.
No, it's got to be with some pace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right-footed. It's over the wall but headed away, and it's controlled here by Barney. Barney's going to try and spin it right back in, and it's bouncing around. It's still loose, and Bristol clears it. Longman goes up, knocks it back, and that gets collected and kept out. Well done by Rathbone to eke out a possession, and it gets knocked out, and it's a throw-in as Rotherham goes up 2-1 on Mansfield. I'm excited for the Women's Cup match. but I don't dare think about it. God blocking. 35 minutes. Lots of time left. But when you've got a keeper who can steal a game and a team that doesn't score, being down 1-0 is the worst place you can be. Sam Smith loses control, gets knocked back. Jed Ward pumps it down the pitch as soon as it lands on his foot. There's no time wasting yet, as that was played really quickly, and it's Brunt with it. Brunt draws it back to Lee. Lee loses the ball. Bristol has it and closed off. And good, well done, Rathbone coming back. Multi-toque layers. God, I was hoping to not need the toque today. Cleworth with the ball. EOC, just keep the pressure on, lads. You don't have to sit back and think about it too much. Is nice, well served diagonal ball. Longman, he's going to go far post. Smith there, can't get there. Rathbone with it, edge of the area, 19 yards back. Put it forward, don't look back. Cleworth finally gets up in support, but it's too late now, and it's pushed back in, and it's cleared away. EOC. Pushed forward to Longman again. Diagonal ball. Can Longman get there? He can keep it in, but he can't maintain possession. The effort there, and it's all the way back to EOC. Cleworth. We just play down to, I mean, we get points, but we do play to our competition, and that's frustrating. I need more drugs, more caffeine. Well, that's just it. We're in the position to own it. Not in the stands. Or I don't know. Sorry. I haven't heard that he's in the stands is what I meant to say. As Barney goes and chases that down 19 yards out, and he's got Rathbone, stabs it forward to Lee, who's over on the right-hand side. It's Lee, Rathbone, Barney, all 18-yard box in a triangle. Barney gets the ball nicked away from him. It's going to be a throw-in by Bristol. I will say this. I called out the left-hand side, and this Thomas kid, who's been in the middle of the pitch, has been filling in on that left side and has been doing his damn thing. Just gross. Just gross. The good drugs have been tariffed. I can't criticize the effort. It's there. I mean, the goal that they scored was earned. I'm just frustrated that it hasn't happened. I do think it's in. I think it's out there. I think the comeback is still on. I think 3 points is certainly on the table here. It's just keep the pressure going. It does feel like we're holding up a little bit through the midfield, searching through. As Smith has an opportunity, it's headed away by Taylor, collected by Bristol, and they're going to push it forward. Matty James collects it back to EOC. EOC's two men on him, pushes it forward. He gets it up to Rodriguez, who's come back in support. Slides it over to Brunt, left-hand side, 35 yards out. Rathbone says, hi, I'm open here. And it's not going to go to him. It's going to go to Cleworth instead. I think my timer's a little bit off. I'm at 38 minutes and 50 seconds. Coming up to 39 minutes. And I'll keep you posted on that as Barney puts it back. Pushed forward, EOC over to the left-hand side, 39 minutes. Lee over Longman. He's got it just in the area. I don't know if he was looking to try and get that all the way back to James or thinking Lee was coming back, but it wasn't a good pass. And it's going to be a throw-in for us at the halfway line. 39 minutes and 15 seconds. As Brunt throws it in, 39-20, and away we go. Cleworth, right-hand side. The pressure. Keep it coming. Rathbone, right side. We haven't had a lot of good opportunities and shots. We've just been sniffing around as Barney drills it. It gets blocked, and it comes all the way back out to Rathbone, who's trying to dance around a Donkor, but he can't get it. It goes to Taylor, and here they come. Or sorry, not Taylor, Thomas. Passing right around the 18-yard box. We've been stealing possession. We've been able to to push it through to the wings, great. As soon as it gets into the area, it's just that final touch. Lee being a little bit late on the shot. And see, there's another perfect example as Lee goes and nicks the ball, gets wiped out, and no foul there. EOC, horrible pass. Just gave it away, kicked it right out, and missed Longman. Ah, fuck. Their manager does look like a pirate. Inigo Calderon. Inigo Calderon? All good, Brian. Thanks for the flag on that one as Longman has it and he steals it and gets it to Lee. He gives it away. Bristol Rovers, well done by them. 3 little nice passes. Get it over to the right-hand side and it'll be a corner. Corner for Bristol, right-hand side. Hi, Denise. How are you? Welcome to the madness and the chaos. Throw in, not a corner. Hunt. Pulled in, grabbed, and Hunt comes away with it. An 18-yard box. He's got Matty James blocking him. It's stabbed. It's up in the air. Brunt heads it away. It's collected by Bristol inside the area. It's back over to Hunt. 2 yards away, looking for a cross. Gets it and bangs it off a Longman. It's going to be a corner.
What are you calling him?
Hunt?
Oh, H-U-N-T. Got it. Thanks.
Hunt. His first name is not Mike. So it's not Mike Hunt. It's Jack Hunt. Hi, Jinping. We have had the possession. We've had the kick around the outside of the 18-yard box, and that's another header by Moore who got up there, but it just doesn't go in, goes wide, and Bristol collects it. More opportunity as Rodriguez comes out and blocks it. Somebody get into the pocket of Moore here. Jesus. And they scored on a thank you, Peterborough, for helping us out. 1-0, Posh up on Stockport. We've looked good. The smell test is great. Defensively, they just scored on a corner on a great looking set piece, and we've had one big chance and a couple of middle ones. Our touch around the box and passing around the box is letting us down. The ref not taking the flop. I love the ref. I will take this official any day. Lee over to Rathbone. He knocks it down. He's got Clueworth. Clueworth fakes the pass and just cuts inside. Oh, and then he gets nicked from behind. Donkor couldn't decide where to go, and so they took the ball, and so Donker gets it forward. EOC with the pass, and it's going to be a throw-in to Wrexham. That was interesting. I've never seen that before from the lino. As the ball was rolling out, he identified who was going to be getting the ball before it came out. And I don't think I've seen that before from that distance, where he was identifying, I'm going to be giving this to Wrexham as everybody was chasing it down. I like it. Northern behave. Who's excited for Wrexham playoff football? Piss off is my answer to that. I hope not, Jaggy Jobby. I mean, we're not going to have much for added time here. Has there been any? We'll get the standard +1 and the ref will blow it down 30 seconds in. On the smell test level, are we donuts or flowers? What are we? Depends. Around the box, we're a pile. Like there's another one of I think Lee just received it, had no space, thought, oh, Barney's over on the right-hand side, so he passes it over to the wing thinking Barney's there. Barney was up into the 18-yard area, and so the pass just rolls out. O'Connell on the deck. That's not good. Reaching for his left knee. Not good. 1 minute of added time. Plain donuts? Yeah, that probably works. We're like a Boston cream. Looks kind of good on the outside, but when you get to the heart of it, it's that disgusting, gooey mess. That's what we are. We're a Boston cream donut right now. Do they call them? Is that just a Canadian term? Did we steal that, or is Boston cream donuts a legit thing in Boston?
They are. They're in Boston, and people like them. I wouldn't say it's everyone's favorite, but I mean, they do like them.
Yeah. I don't know, because we've got a Boston pizza here, but Boston not known really for its pizza.
Yeah.
So here comes the throw in. EOC just going to get to the half. We'll see if Scar comes in and how bad the knee is. They'll have an opportunity to assess. Yeah, and I don't know the rules as to whether he's allowed in the locker room or not, being suspended. I believe I think he is. Yeah, can't hear him at all. The only time I heard them actually, Tyrant, recently was when they were groaning, being impatient with EOC not advancing the ball forward. Then we raced it, we lost the ball, and Mark Griffiths was saying we need the crowd to be a little bit more patient. Odonko, Brunt steals it from him, gets it down the line, gets tripped up, and it's going to be a foul. For fans of Welcome to Wrexham, today's the 4-year anniversary of Lily losing her dad. She's in class today, but a large group at the match today in memorial. That's awesome. Not awesome that she lost her dad, obviously, but awesome that there's a group there in her stead. There are Boston cream donuts at every donut shop, and we have them here at Timmy Ho's. I despise them, but it's not sure if we stole the moniker and we're just making things up. I don't think it's complacency. We've been around. We've been the halftime. We've been diagnosed with the passing yips. We just around the area, we're not getting it done. Ugh. Brendan, summarize that first half.
Certainly not the result we wanted, but if you look at it, I mean, I thought we were definitely the better team, working hard, multiple players looking really good out there. It seemed many times like the goal was inevitable for us, and it just didn't happen. Yeah, so I'm unhappy with the result, but I'm certainly not unhappy with the play. I would guess if they keep going like this, we can get a couple goals in the second half and win this game. So
I'm hoping it all starts with one, and I think that's the method to the madness is we've got to find one, and get it early. And
I agree. Them parking the bus makes it harder to score. Once we score one, they'll still probably try to park the bus because a draw helps them. You know, any point is good for them. But yeah, we're gonna need to stay aggressive.
How many games have we lost at the race course so far this year? Two.
Yeah.
Two. So I feel like I need optimism and hope, but as I was sitting in bed last night, I was like, you just feel like, I don't know. I was really, really, really nervy. We can go through the stats and figure this one out and have a look at them. Interesting to look at them and see a little bit different of what I would have expected to have seen. But if you've got them up there, Brendan.
Yep, it's up there.
64% possession to 36. The XG, 0.59 for them, 0.15 for us. We had 5 shots, 2 on target. And if you think they allow 5.5 a game, I guess that's shots on target. So we should be having more. I think just our touches around the box letting us down. One big chance for them and they missed it. Interesting. That's the break that they skied over top. Interesting to me that they didn't give Kluwerth the big chance check on his, as I thought that was from a dangerous area and a dangerous shot. But as it sits, no big chances, none missed. The accurate passes were up to 175. That's going to put us up on pace for 320 some. That's about 70, 80 extra passes per half. That's a byproduct of having so much possession, kicking it about in the back line. Missing quality, Parkey 1 or 2 more years. Going through the rest of it, corners 4-2. The one I'm interested in, touches in the opposition box 10-8. So even though we've had all the possession, we're not getting it into the box frequently enough from it. And that's Lee's missed 3 passes pretty egregiously. 4 passes, because that doesn't include the last one that he had that he assumed that Barney was over on the wing and kicked it out there. He's looked so good everywhere else. It's just the touch around things. And I don't want to have to fight your mom, Brendan, but she's a fan of Boston Cream, and I feel like I have to have her all of a sudden. So a little bit interesting as far as, the opposition half, we've had 93 passes in the opposition half, 57% on the accurate long balls. We're in and about everything outside of their 18-yard box is glorious. And everything that's close to goal is garbage. We are the Notts County of League One right now. Lots of possession, lots of control, lots of flash. No fire. No fire. Don't think Bristol can afford to play for a draw. And well, they haven't been time wasting. And I know it's early and it's the first half, but they've been up and spry and at it. Tyrant says the next 45 minutes will determine our season, I think. I am with you if the scoreboard around us falls apart. As it sits right now, if it was to finish like this, we're now in third and out of it, and even with Wycombe in points, but behind them on goal difference. We can look at that table. Do we dare look up the league table? But with Charlton just coming up to sit with Stockport and Stockport losing points, it's 3 points closer to the end of the season, and it really just turns on the Wycombe and Wrexham, and I think that starts to narrow things down even further with it just being a 2-horse race. So if the scoreboard sits like this and there's no late goal magic, which you have to anticipate, don't you, Brendan? You brought it up last time and it kind of cursed us.
Yeah.
Your curse, I think. I don't know. Do you, what's your take? Do you think the next 45 determine our season?
It's not the be all and end all, but if they can come back and get a win, then I think it propels them, to come into the Blackpool game up high and keep that momentum going. So I think it can. I don't think it has to, though.
Yeah, you win a game like this when Wycombe's drawing and Stockport is losing and Charlton is drawing. You find a way, if that's the outcome and you're able to steal the 3 points, and now you're up to 85 and Wycombe's you gotta put this one to bed. You just have to. How did Wrexham get another point? Well, they're even right now in their match against Bolton, sitting at halftime. So that's their 1 point. A draw would probably be enough today, but this anemic form has to end for Wrexham. Indeed, I don't know. I just don't like a draw. I feel like we need the 3 points, but oh God, David Woods, we miss Billy Waters. I see Sandy's at the match with some Canadians. I didn't check Facebook, but I assume that she's there. And where to don't know how to draw a proper table. Oh, ESPN. I'm not watching ESPN, so I don't know what that is. But the live table, it's up. So Birmingham doesn't matter. Champions go and do their thing. They're chasing down the record of most wins and most points for a League One. It's the wins that's the harder one for them to get, but the record is the Donny Rovers from 1946-47, and I think they've got to win all but one to be able to get there. a live table. It doesn't mean the table's alive. It's just active with updated points. And so Wycombe right now sitting in the position of a draw, so you assume that they have one extra point. The live table has us in third. And that was if all games were to finish right now, that's where we're at. So no, we don't. We don't miss Dalby. So Wycombe 0-0. Wrexham, obviously we're losing. Stockport, they're 11 minutes of added time against Posh in Peterborough. And they're down 0-1 as well. Charlton, they're even. Reading, they're even. Bolton, we just went over because they're obviously playing Wycombe. And so we got Reading, Lincoln City, they're even. That top 10 in the table, all are drawing or losing. Everybody's choking at the finish line of some degree or another. We're choking a little bit worse than everybody else, but they're all choking. 0-0, 0-0, 0-1. It's tied all over or worse. If you want to see the live table, and I think Brendan's got it up, Google has it. You can go to FOTMob will have it. SofaScore will have it, all in various different degrees. On Saturday, it was after the draw. It was Wrexham 82 and Wycombe 81. Yes, and so now it's 82-82. So that's about as good as I can explain it. Hopefully you can get it. You can go to Google and type in League One table. You'll see it. Well, that's just it. After this game, the other thing that you have to consider is we've got 2 away games and 1 at home, and our home game is against Charlton. So that's a whopper, right? You're going into Blackpool, who they're a tricky team, and they're in 10th. I hope they lose today. Yeah. Because if they're sitting, are they still in it? They're 9 points out of the playoff spot. If they lose, they're mathematically eliminated, right? If Reading win, if Reading can get it to 73, 3 games left, 9 points, that puts them on 70. Reading needs to get 1 more point than Blackpool to eliminate them from any hope and put them into the midst of obscurity, and hopefully Blackpool take their foot off the gas. The crowd should not get loud for that one at the start and just let sleepy Giants sleep. Wycombe aren't choking. They're scrapping for points. That's what Wrexham used to do. Fair enough. Yes, Audrey, but that's why they call it a live table. It's as it currently sits live. Get Mullen in the stands, pumping the crowd up. I don't even know what to talk about. Like, I need to have more positive feels, because when I have senses of dread, it seems to me like it comes to be. Like last year when we went into that last game, and I had a feeling that we could win promotion with the 3 outcomes that were necessary. And what is that? That's a 12.5% light chance that you get those outcomes, even lower than that, because there's 3 potential outcomes in each game. And it happened.
So we had forecasted that we were not going to go the rest of the season without a loss. And we figured we could get 1. You thought we might be able to get away with 2 losses. Depending on how many points. Ago. Yeah. So unfortunately, a loss here would mean we're burning our loss before the end of the year. And then we'd have to win the rest of our games or win 2 of the last and get some help. Now, this losing still keeps Charlton in the mix. Charlton plays on Monday against Wycombe. If we were to lose this, and Wycombe draws, and then Wycombe loses to Charlton and we win, now we're up 3, right? Mm-hmm. So we're up 3 with 2 to go. So yes, it doesn't put us in the playoffs, but it makes it so that we don't have any room to falter for the rest of the way.
Well, that's just it. The pressure is all on us to go and basically grab a whole whack of points going towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, the advantage is you look at Andy's box of potential outcomes and all that sort of stuff. And the opportunities certainly narrow for Charlton and Stockport if they don't get points, not because we're winning and putting them to bed, but just because they're running out of runway, right? After this game, there's only 9 points available to be grabbed. As it sits right now, both Stockport and Charlton are sitting at 77 points. That's 86. 86 points is their maximum. With goal difference, we have the advantage at the moment. And so it's us getting to 86 points is 4. You'd like to think that we can do that to at least take care of them. And so then the question is just in a race, what can we do with Wycombe? So at the end of the day, I'm curious to see whether Scar comes in for EOC. I don't think we got enough of a snapshot in that minute to find out exactly how his left knee was doing. So that's a question. I expect some paint to be stripped off the wall. But as far as substitutes go, what do we do to potentially consider this as the players come out? When do you look at Fletcher and Marriott? Do you bring them on early if we're missing our toucher on the ball? Do you look at TOC to have a left-footed set piece guy and bring him in and put him in for Brunt? Or maybe even Matty James in the middle?
The first, I mean, did Rodriguez even play in the first half? I didn't see him. Did you? I mean,
he had one good play where he came back and held up the ball.
Yeah. So Fletcher early is probably the most impactful, best move possible, in my opinion. Presuming that EOC isn't hurt and you need Scar on for him. But
Marriott for Rodriguez at the half, and if it doesn't work,
Marriott's already in. Oh no, you're right. Marriott isn't it? I was thinking Lee.
Yeah, no, Marriott. That's what I would have done. Marriott for Rodriguez. Let Marriott and Smith run up front and see if the two littles work. Marriott's not that much smaller than Rodriguez.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, there is a sub coming in, Scar.
So the knee's not good. That's what I kind of expected. So that's that. You take an opportunity at the halftime window if there's a chance that your center back can't go.
If he's not 100%, you gotta pull him. Like you have a guy on the bench who can play good. You don't need a hobbled guy out there.
So it's been a while. FB ref. Let's just have a look here. Since January, that's where I was going to go. Mark Griffiths told me exactly what I was looking up. So that's his first league appearance.
Paramount's way ahead. They're about ready to start.
We're on the ball.
Yeah,
Rodriguez is there pulling his kit up. Let's do it. Let's make this a have to remember. Let's put this in the documentary with a whole bunch of magic and sparkles and happiness, and it's all positive thoughts and glory and toque massaging, which sounds nasty. And we're underway.
You do that. You talk through that every time.
Under control. 45 minutes and 15 seconds right now. Thrown in. Rodriguez can't get up there. Headed away. Rathbone down to Rodriguez. Nice touch to Barney. He dances around his man. Takes a deflection, and it's our throw in. Barney right along the 18-yard box. He's got Rathbone there. Nobody else is really around him. Somebody's got to go to the ball. And so he throws it into the area. Rodriguez chests it down, and it's just rolls out. That's why we have these. It's a muffle. If I need to. Kim, stop it. You're I'm trying to get the word right. The prophecies.
Prognostication.
Prophesizing? The prognostication. It's hurting our interest. Start to throw out some magic, please. Barnett steals it, waiting for support. Nobody there. Thomas comes back, nicks it, and he's going to spin it the other way, sliding it over. Pushed forward. Odonkor knocks it back. Shaw with it over to the left-hand side for Bristol. He's got support. James has to respect the other man, so they just runs all the way forward, comes loose. Ogonko takes. Let's go. Get that muff off your face, said no teenager ever.
There we go. You're loosening up a little. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Stabs, tackle Lee with it. 3 red jerseys. Lee gets around to the pass that is a little bit too far into the feet of, was that Smith or Rodriguez? I think that was Smith, and they couldn't get forward, and it's knocked off of Brunt on the right-hand side. And we go, is it too soon for the double toque, or do we just say stuff it? We need the 3 points and put the damn thing on.
We've never toqued at half.
I've never toqued at half. Is it possible to toque too soon? It's like a double tap in Canadian. Hunt throws it in. Brunt up over the shoulders. Lee was going to go do the overhead kick and getting milked there by Shaw. Shaw pretending he got kicked in the face when he didn't, but Lee took a shot on the back, landed. I think he just landed awkward as he goes up in the air, realizes, crap, I can't do this kick. Oh, he got bumped into.
Lee did not lift his leg above foot off the ground and he held his head and gets a call.
Yeah, that was well performed by Mr. Shaw.
Is that the worst refereeing ever? How can a guy never bring his foot more than a foot away from the ground, and a guy standing up straight?
To be fair, when it was live, I thought that Lee had got up there with one of the feet. So I was like, oh, there's a man right there. What are the toque? I've never heard that. Put on your toque before you puke. All right, served up. Shaw, right footer into the box.
Oh, that's got to be a yellow.
Sorry, I'm ahead of you.
Sorry, I'm ahead of you.
You're ahead of me. Smith over to Longman, says, give it back to me, give it back to me. Longman tries, and he gets wiped out. That's got to be a yellow. It is.
That's what I was yelling.
Rare with the cards, but one is earned there. Longman and Smith Longman was looking, trying to pass, realized I'm not going to get it over all three of these guys. So he pushed the ball forward, and Thomas just dives in and takes out his legs. So now it's Barney preying on him even more, would be my ask. Longman still walking funny. Takes a knee again. I'm not going to Google it. Free kick. Rodriguez collects it, draws it back. Elliott Lee. Is he going to cross it? Cross it, far post, head! Just misses to the right-hand side. Smith diving for that one to try and get his head on it. Does, barely, but it's just past the net. Past the far post before he can get there. A little bit too heavy. Curled beautifully, and it was all there. It was all there. Just not able to get it back on goal with Smith. Bristol a little bit slower now. Yeah, if anybody's going to time waste, have it be Thomas. Pick up the extra yellow. Leighton Orient draws up 2-1. WMG, I ain't going to lie. When we're losing, every time I see your name fall up in the chat, I panic even more. Oh. The song verse filled with anxiety and doubt struck home, appropriate for both a crucifixion and being a Wrexham supporter. What's the standings? We presently sit in the live standings in third, equal on points and behind in goal differential with Wycombe. Stockport and Charlton sitting at 77 points, us and Wycombe at 82 as it sits. Over to the left-hand side, Bristol's got it, bounces around. Matty James is able to collect it, throws it over, and it's down the pitch, but pushed back, and we'll get a throw in over on the left-hand side. I feel like I need the toque just because we don't got the legs. Oh, God. St. Peter's Church and Wrexham are giving out free hot cross buns today, and it might have been a better place to head than the racecourse. Whew, there is some negativity and some pessimism and some frustration today. Oh, in Chester, rather. Hit the road to Chester, said no one ever.
Should we
don't give up.
Do you want to go to Tukes early?
Yeah, I think I feel the need. I feel like it has to be. I don't want it to be because we sat it aside. Oh. Taylor gets it over to the right-hand side. Wilson thumps it. Long ball down the pitch. Ogonko just comes and collects. Right here, this possession. Leaves it for Dan Scarr. Dan Scarr through the middle of the pitch. Doesn't run it up through the middle as much as EOC does. Gets it over to Cleworth on the right-hand side. Cleworth up to Barney. 3 Rovers over there, and he tries to stab it back and maintain possession. Scar just grabs it. Is he going to go back to Ogonquo? No, he's going to look forward. Matty James and Brunt over to his left, and he's going to serve it up. Long ball over the top. Nice pass potentially to Smith. Settles it down 12 yards away. Swung. Longman chasing. Headed away. Lee on a race to try and beat his man. Oh, and he beats his man. But it hits his head on as he's tripping, and he tried to get a foul out of that one, but he just tripped up. I don't like heart attacks, John, and I want to secure it easy, please. Parky looks like he does, doesn't he? That boiler that's just got too much pressure. Pop. Rodriguez nicks it and then gets chested off, and we're going to get a free kick there. Sawyers with the hard shoulder tackle early. Took should equal at least 2 goals. Well, that's just it. We need 2, not just 1. So get it early, get them off. And Fletcher and for Rodriguez at the 60th minute. I mean, to be fair, that's the second thing he's done today. He's had 1 hold-up ball, and he earned that, I guess, with a... We'll have free kick. Ollie Rathbone, right-footed. He's still, 40 yards? Oh, no, closer than I thought. 35 yards away. Far post. Header into the box. Oh, the bounce around. It's there for Cleworth. It rolls down. It'll just go for a goal kick. Bounces around off of everybody. I missed the hip check. They were talking about it being a corner. I don't know. Did Thomas get his boot onto that one when he went to kick it?
He did. He kicked it out. It wasn't us, but...
Heart attack from W&G, but it's just Blackpool going up 1-0, which doesn't help us for next weekend because I want Blackpool to be completely out, like no mathematical chance. Lee passed to Longman, another weak pass, but he's able to get it back. Longman's got lots of space if he can get to the ball. He's got an opportunity, right foot. Deflects off of the back. Lee's there, half volley cleared away. Knockdown, James collects. Okay, now we go. 55th minute. It's taken 10 minutes to bang the halftime let out, and Barney's going to dance on Thomas. Going outside, getting tangled up, and it's going to get knocked out. Throw in for Barney. Is he taking it quick? He is. Throws it back. Cleworth. Come on, boys. Get something here. Scar over to Brunt. Didn't like the pace of that, and he brought back Brunt, so it kind of kills things a little bit. But Longman, he's going to run forward towards 12 yards, serves it up, far post, close to goal. Jed Ward gets up, wiped out, but makes the save. Scar came in. EOC went down in the 44th minute. They just got him to the half and took advantage of the halftime window or non-window and put Scar in. Yeah, it was coming out at the half. No, it was EOC's left knee. That wasn't a handball? Yeah, Lee, I don't know why he did it, but he flicked out the left elbow. Brrrah. 35 minutes, 34 minutes. We need to start doing things. Charlton, Northampton still 1-1. Bolton, Wycombe still 0-0. Stockport, Peterborough up 1-0. The scores remain unchanged so far. Mullen is not on the bench. The options are Fletcher and Marriott up front, Dobson in the midfield, McLean on the left if you need him, which I probably wouldn't. I think Longman's been looking solid. Unless you're unhappy with Barney and you want to move McLean over. Flop opportunity not called. We had the chance. Barney smashes it off of the backside of the defender, and we're going to maintain possession 20 yards out. Rathbone spins, turns, dances inside, draws it on back. Scar over to Brunt. Longman, 25 yards out, left-hand side. Does he leave it for Lee? No, he keeps it. Pushes it forward. Matty James, switch on. Rathbone, right-hand side up to Cleworth. 25 yards up, moving forward into the box, and Kluworth, not the guy I want taking it, just too heavy there, but Lee is going to go up and put the pressure on and try and nick the ball, and it's cleared. O'Donkor comes all the way back, and Brunt a little bit too over-exuberant on the challenge, and it's a free kick for the Rovers. Butter Ripple Schnapps. Two shots on target, 14 touches in the box to 9. All this possession and the touches are 14 to 9. Bristol looking for their subs. Mola. That's the young guy who's, they said, has been letting them down on their back line. And he's coming in for Thomas. I like this. I mean, I know you're kind of maybe forced to the report than having play to our advantage. And then I look like I know what I'm talking about because I raised him before the match even started. O'Donkor comes out. Wycombe scored. I don't have the update, but I'm sure it's there.
They did. It's on the Sofa Score.
On that side. Sorry?
It's on Sofa Score. They scored, yeah.
Awesome. We are in trouble. "30 minutes to find your season, lads. 30 minutes to figure it out." And Brunt closes his eyes, doesn't realize his man's on his outside shoulder, almost gives it away. And we've got an opportunity here. Open space, Rathbone, lots of numbers, and a bad pass. How many times is a bad pass going to just kill our chances? Lee with 4, Rathbone with 1. Scar had 1 back to Brunt. This could be the end of Wrexham's season, to be completely over-dramatic about it. Well, let's put it this way. Objectively speaking, if you're the third-place team and you've gone into the playoffs having lost points in 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5, and you've been playing a team that's come up with 4 wins, and having in a battle to try and crawl into it, do you like your chances? I don't. Is that if you are out of form, the last thing you want to do is have elimination matches. Makes for good telly, though. I have one in my head. I need another.
They got to sub out Rodriguez. He's just ineffective. He's too slow out there.
Lee gains control. Longman chips it up to Lee. Lee, pressure. 2 men on him. Can't fight on both, and it's nicked the other way. Well done by Longman. Gets it forward. Rodriguez can't get his butt up there, and it comes back and just settled down by Moore. Moore over to the right-hand side, building it up through Hunt. Hunt runs all the way forward, 20 yards out, looking to serve it in. That's a high ball, way too heavy. I don't think did we get a touch on that? Interesting. Bolton 61% possession, Wycombe 39. So it sounds like it's the inverse of the game, or is the sound clicking in and out for anybody else? I don't know. If somebody knows. Yeah, Wycombe is up. Charlton still tied with Northampton. Stockport still losing in Peterborough as the corner comes in and it's headed away by Brunt. And there's a foul and a free kick, and it's going to be our ball going the other way. Right now, the audio is bad. Brendan, is the audio good going to you?
Yeah, I just had a momentary drop of some frames. We're good, though.
Okay. Scar, come on, boys. 62nd minute. Brunt has it, draws it back to Scar. A little bit of pep in your step there, Mr. Scar, please. Right-footed, diagonal pass, looking for Barney on the outside, headed out, and it's going to be a throw in 18 yards. There's no pep. And who's in the... Oh, that's a Bristol Rovers fan. I was like, who's in the crowd that threw that ball onto the pitch? Of course, it was a Bristol Rovers fan. That's what. Subs are on. Well, McLean. I didn't want that. McLean for Barney. Fletcher for, I'm assuming, Rodriguez. So Longman's going to go to that. You know what? I kind of like that. I don't know if Barney's shown enough today, to be completely frank. We need McLean for set piece. Somebody. Rathbone hasn't had it. I'm okay with it. Scottish Viking, Jesus. We need a thing. McLean, early first touch, and it's knocked out, and here comes your set piece. So the crowd getting live. Right-footed in-swinger, left-hand side. Ollie Rathbone, do a thing. And by the way, that's an optical illusion. That's flat there. That was one of the things I inspected when I went to Wrexham. I was like, why is this raised? And then I went over there and I was like, it's not raised. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. It's an optical illusion. Lincoln up on Reading. That doesn't help with the battle against Blackpool, thinking that they have hope climbing the ladder. It's all going to shite. Header cleared away by Bristol. James gets up, pumps it over to Rathbone, left-hand side, finds McLean. He's got some space, cross, far post. Couldn't get to Scottish Viking, Jesus, as it's just Sawyers who gets ahead of it, and then he gets it back. Longman slips, picks himself up, right footer, good looking, far post, Cleworth. Flag up for offside on Cleworth as it bounces from Cleworth to Fletcher, who heads it off the post and then in. Can the sound be fixed? Did we lose it again?
I thought we're good. I didn't see anything drop.
Smith chasing the ball. Jed comes all the way out, and he has to touch it with his feet because he was close to the 18-yard box. I think he could have grabbed it, but he does kick it away. To be honest, it's not historically a good weekend for Jesus. God. Did you like that one? God.
That is very funny.
Sounds fine for Flynn. Maybe hit the reset button there, Wizard, and see if you can jump back in. Oh. Sub. It's a Took sub.
You just reset the Took magic. There you go.
67th minute. My God. Lee, halfway line. Back to Brunt. Lots of kickabout over in the center back position. Back to Scar. Looking up. He's running the ball forward. Draws people in. Serves it up to Fletcher, left-hand side. Fletcher can't get to it. It's headed away. It's knocked down. Ollie Rathbone draws it on back to Scar. Why? Why not turn over to the McLean on the left-hand side? Had him. But instead, it's Matty James over to Cleworth now. Cleworth stabbing it up to Longman. Draws it forward to Cleworth. Now all the way back to Matty James. Matty James switches on over to Brunt. 45 yards out and not pushing the ball forward. We're just not... Bristol just staying in their bus, waiting for us to do a thing, and then we have to rely on these long balls, and they're just clearing them out. So we'll get a throw in 22 yards out. Do a thing. are we going to have to wait till Monday to see this team rise? Oh, the Easter jokes are on. No, the answer is not Mullen and Ollie. It's not. It might not be Rodriguez, but it's not Mullen and Ollie. And it hasn't been. Rodriguez hasn't done anything, but I don't blame our strikers on this one. Our passing in the midfield in and around the 18-yard box has been atrocious. Lee, put dangerous. Smith got up there, couldn't get to it. And it comes all the way. Longman trying to get there, knocks it down, draws it back, and a foul. Exclamation mark, flop. Oh, he doesn't touch him at all. I expect a goal soon. Hey, we've gone from the religious Easter jokes to the Easter Bunny jokes. I like it. We're not paying him as much as Rodriguez by that logic, though. Smith heads it back to Fletcher. Fletcher over to Lee. Lee's got McLean. Make a pass. McLean grabs it, hands it over, and then McLean, he gets his entry knocked down, and he's got to revert back and go backwards. Because they have to. They're under contract, and we missed the January window. Longman, opportunity, chip, not the best one. Lee trying to get up there, can't. Hunt. Jack Hunt. Bristol on a counter, pushing forward, long shot. Ogonkwo grabs it. Go the other way. Hurry up. Ogonkwo's searching, and he's just going to throw it to Scar. Zachary Saunders, I'm currently in the acceptance stage of grief. I'm at anger. Deandra dodges the all caps. It must love you and recognize you're here, the bot. Fletcher tries to get up, can't get there, heads it. It's going to be a Bristol throw in from 3 yards from their goal. 70th minute. Bristol sub, second window used. Do we have any other options coming from the bench? Dobson for Lee? Do you do that? Like, you're more offensive, but his passing hasn't necessarily been the best.
Marriott coming in.
You beat the bot, Deandra. You beat the bot. Deandra sneaks in a goal. Will I Am says, I'm not impressed by the whole team. Ugh. 6 losses in a row. Let's just say that. 2 wins away from home in the entire season for them. We've had 2 losses at home for the entire season. And somehow, we're sitting here watching a 1-0 loss come to potential fruition. Clueworth. No, it's not Mullen or Ollie. Stop it. Far post, SV. Oh, he heads it down and it goes up over top. How in the hell? He's the same. Fletcher, was that saved or did that? It was saved. I thought it hit the ground and went over top. Fletcher, brilliant header, goes down, and I don't think did he not touch that? Ground.
Oh.
And over. McLean, left foot. This is why you brought him in. The set pieces, and that's delivered low and flat. Why?
But it went off a Bristol player. These referees
Charlton
suck.
Takes the lead 2-1. It's all going to shite. Bugger me. Charlton finds magic. Wycombe's up. And McLean delivers, like he comes in his one job. You're the
What
left
the
footer who's going to be able to bring us some set piece options when we get that opportunity over on the right hand side. And he slaps a bullet that's 6 feet high, close to goal, that does nothing but leave it unplayable for our guys and leave it as an easy punch away or collect for the keeper. I hate those. I think the ref's been great. I mean, I know we're losing, but we can't blame the ref on this one. He's let the guys play, and that the one mistake he maybe made was on that foul flop on the cutback pass from Longman. But everything else, is that a yellow? I don't think so. Forward, he's going to play it quickly. Oh, it was. It's one of those borderline ones where were you beaten and he was around you, and so. Cambridge goes up on Huddersfield. Leighton Orient up on Barnsley. Everybody's scoring goals except for Wrexham. Scottish Viking Jesus don't want me as a sunbeam. Right foot Rathbone looking, lots of red jerseys up. It comes out over to the right-hand side, pushed forward. It's down. Brunt tries to get it. He's tripped up, stumbles, and he's not able to push it forward. It's cleared. Longman comes over and grabs it. Longman knocks it to McLean. He thought he wasn't going to get there. And give it away. And now it's a 2-on-2. Trouble. Sotiru. The Cyprian. I can't pronounce his name. Sotiru? Anyway, he stuffed it. Did Sotiru. Looks like the extra episodes of Welcome to Wrexham have been made. The collapse, the fall, the demise, the rise. FFS.
They obviously yelled out some command from the bench, and 2 guys flopped at the same time.
4 at the back. 4-4-3. Why are you not bringing Marriott in then? So who's going to be the third man up? Lee? If you're going to make that and you're going to do 4-4-3 and bring Dobson in, then take Lee off for Marriott and put him up front. If this is the decision, you've gone 4-4-3 and you've neutered it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we got 15 minutes here. Let's do it.
Short leash for Lee to do a thing is the third man up in this cog. Or is it Longman going to be? It can't be. Not in the 4-4-3 when you've only got 2 center backs back now, as you've got to use your wing backs. Filling gaps. Longman searching for him, right-hand side. It was a good ball forward. That's a great ball forward. Longman collects it, 6 yards, looking for an option. Dobson, left foot, gets it to Lee. Lee in front of the area, can't find it, gets it over to Longman, lots of space, chip is available, up, over, looking, it's down, shoot that, Matty James, scores, Matty James of all people sliding forward, 18-yard box, right-footed, finds it over on the right-hand side, and out of nothing, great little capture to knock that ball over to Longman on the right-hand side, and he had the space, served it up, takes a bump, ends up served up right on the edge of the box for Matty James to push it through, and bam! 1-1. Please find another one. Let's go. Ha! I'm happy, but I'm not happy enough. That was Elliot Lee. I'll give it to you. You've had shite passes all day, but that one was a great one. Served it over in space, and it gets bumped and chested back out to Matty James. Longman up. Nothing that can happen there. Oh, and it was off a defender. It was off a Taylor that served it up for Matty James. Right footer all the way forward. Thank you very much. Boom. Finds the back of the net. The tech end erupts. Celebrate. He hath risen. All caps, Deandra, have I made you a moderator or something? I don't even know. I don't even care. Scream it out. He hath risen. Oh. Whew. We want another. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Your 1-1 prediction can die. No, that was a little aggressive. Oh. Get in. Come on. Open those floodgates. Get another. Let's find some. Right now it's Bristol with it, and I don't want this. One's not enough. Don't take your foot off the gas. And I eat my words. I said, if you're going to go 4-4-3, you have to pull Lee off, and immediately Lee goes and shuts me up. Lee, do it again. You still suck. Your passes are still shite, and you shouldn't be on the pitch. Right? Right. The comments are alive with the sound of Wrexham, and now I have the sound of music in my head. Race course is alive with the sounds of Wrexham. Oh. They can't settle for a draw. Open them up. We hit on the counter right now. They're pushing it right-hand side. Opportunity here. And it's going to be a throw-in for them 5 yards away. 12 minutes to find things. Wycombe is up. Come on, Bolton. Peterborough up. Well done, Posh, for one day. I love you. And we need Northampton to please do a thing. Of those games, I would take the Bolton goal over everything else. But let's do that. A song we have sung for 1,000 games. Oh my God! Are we putting together a Sound of Music song here for Wrexham? It's horrible if we do. Change the score, Sean. We're missing a 1 on the scoreboard. I got it. We're on it. Unless Brendan's had a heart attack. Just looking to the video. No, he's still there, and he's got his eyes open. It's Smith. Oh, tried to nick that one in front of Wilson and couldn't. Oh. Yeah, that's why. Tyrant's got it. Why put 1 up when we can put up 2? Fletcher looking to get it. It's missed. Sam Smith, can he get there? No, he can't. And it's an over-the-head clear by Moore. Matty James, do your thing, sir. Pushes it forward, steals the ball, gets it up to Scottish Viking Jesus. He's going to draw it back. Sam Smith, he nicks it, leaves it up. Rathbone with it, stabs over to Lee, squared up to Matty James, and he says, I'm a scorer. No, he doesn't. He gets it over to Longman, which is probably the right decision. Longman dancing, do a thing, right foot cross, rip, and we will get a corner. Come on. McLean pointed at Rathbone and said, you take it, which I don't like. I want my left foot over there. Just serve it up in a threatening spot, please. My heart will be glad with the sound of Wrexham. And the Lord said unto the world on Friday, he shall rise and he shall be named Matty and James, the outlaw. I critiqued the last time, so this is a mistake. Rathbone shouldn't be on the right-hand side, taking the corners, right? High, far, Lee, header, up in the area, down again. Oh, big save there on the opportunity. Was that Dan Starr with the header opportunity? Just unlucky. Unlucky. I was hoping my reverse psychology jinx would work. Just not enough from Dan Starr there, but Lee heads it up to Fletcher. Fletcher held up, pulled down, and free kick going the other way. We are 32 yards out on a free kick. 32 yards on a free kick. Rathbone's going to take it. It's 12 yards in. Basically right on the quarter, 25% if you're to go horizontal. Going to be a right shoulder. Lots of red jerseys still moving forward. Dan Scar over on the far right. That's where I'm looking. I see Scar and Cleworth, big bodies over on the right-hand side. And their center backs are in the middle. And that's that Mola kid. That's who we want. Serve that. He's a little close to have to go far post over there. This is going to be a tough angle. But he does float it to that far post. Cleworth can't get there as that was Mola who gets it. But Dobson puts it into the area and it's smashed away by Mola again. Longman, he's going to serve it up. He's looking far post. Lots of red jerseys. Fletcher chests it down. Doesn't head it back into the area. Knocks it. Still dancing with it. Good control to McLean. McLean opts from the entry. Puts it into Fletcher. Nice pass, McLean. And he couldn't get the pass in. Go out. Go out. Go out. And it doesn't go out for the free kick or for the throw in. And Bristol's able to get it. We need more magic. We need more of this. Longman sweeps it over. Dobson, right-hand side, and he bounces it off of Mola's head. Longman gets it back to Dobson, and Mola's there, and he clears it. Come on, lads. 8 minutes, and a Bristol player goes down. 2 Bristol Rovers players go down. Expecto Patronum. Keep putting the ball into the mixer. Bolton still down. Stockport County still losing. Charlton still winning. I still don't like the look of the table. Yes, Bolton, handle your things. Take care of your business. You want to watch the football on the TV?
I want to watch me on the TV.
We're watching football.
Please.
No, go see Mom. You have to. Dada's got to watch this.
I'm gonna give you a hug first.
I can take a hug first. Okay, I love you. Go see Mama.
No, I will stay for kisses.
Stay for kisses. Okay, here's a kiss then. Love you. Can you close the door when you go? We're still waiting, by the way. I'm not wasting time talking just to my kid. We're waiting here for the potential head injuries. See ya. Bolton with no shots on target. Again, only need one, right, Kim? Only need one. Bristol player punched himself in the nose and committed to the delay. Marriott on for Lee. This is what I thought was early, and I can't criticize the decision because obviously I was wrong. Management was right. Was that Parkin who made the decision? Or Parky from the bench who ended up saying Lee should stay on because he was a major cog in the build-up to our goal. Now let's see if Marriott can show that I know at least a little bit and find some magic here. Dobson chasing after it, gets it forward. Smith, he knocks it loose, it bounces off of a player, and it's going to go all the way out, and Dobson's racing to chase it down, and he's going to draw it back to Mr. Scar. Dan Scar, up forward, finds SVJ. Players left, players right, drills it, looking for Smith. It's knocked down, Longman in the box, but a heavy touch comes back, left footer, still loose. Marriott tries to collect. Do things. Marriott a little heavy on the touch, and it ends up bouncing away from his feet, and he had to race to try and collect it. But it was all right there. Put Miss Rachel on, please. No, it's Peppa. W&G, I was hoping you were going to give me the news, but Mansfield draws even with Rotherham. If we don't win the
Orient going crazy with goals.
Oh. The inner voice says she knows I'm streaming. Why is she letting the kid in the room? You can't control the little one. The bigger one, he'll listen. The little one, no way. Fletcher undercut, but nothing there. Flop gets the foul, and Marriott saying that's a flop. Marriott, you can eat a yellow. You can earn a yellow for protest. Give him an earful. Take your yellow card. Daddy Big would have put Marriott on earlier. Was EOC, he was injured, left knee. I don't know how bad it was. I mean, he was certainly complaining about it, and you could tell it was somewhat serious. And it was on the outside. As Jed Ward, the 21-year-old, helps us out and thumps that one straight out. Okay, let's focus here. 3.5 minutes. Let's find a thing. Fletcher heads it forward. Marriott chasing it on, not able to get there. It's cleared. Bristol, well, good touch in Bristol now on a counter-attack, but Dan Scar steps up, and at least he stops the charge forward. Bristol's now got to grab it. No real giddy up on this one. I guess they take the point left. 3 minutes until the 90th. What are we going to have for added time? 5? 5? I'm going to become a fan, Deandra, of the Harlem Globetrotters. because they win most of the time. No stress. Like, you almost know the outcome. The Washington Generals just not able to get it done. Bristol, they're sniffing. Right foot, chip, far post. Somebody get up and it's headed towards goal, but that'll be goal kick. Hutchinson trying to get that. Let's do a thing. Oh, 2 minutes till the added time. Ogonkwo, don't kick it out, please. Freddie Flintstone, little steps, and we're back underway, and that's a bad kick, and it comes the other way to Bristol. No red jersey around to where the ball went, and now it's doing work, and well done, Mr. Scar, stripping it, and he gets grabbed on the back, and he's fouled, and he plays it quickly to McLean on the left-hand side. Kind of put him into a little bit of a danger territory, coffin corner. Rathbone lifting. He's got Marriott. Smith grabs it. Back to McLean. 18-yard box. Come on. Rathbone. Into the mixer. Bounces. Deflected away. Bristol going to get it clear. Matty James able to settle it down. Nice touch. 2 touches to keep it at his feet with a player pressing. Gets it over to Cleworth. Free possession thanks to Cleworth. And there's a drag. I think that was a bit of a flop, but we'll take it as Longman sold that when the ball got cleared away early. Oh. Imagine having a sports league without relegation or promotion. We shall call it the MLS. And what we'll do is we'll not get players in their prime. We'll just get young academy players and players that are over the age of 35. And we'll put them together. And we'll call it a competitive league. MLS, ladies and gentlemen. Newlyweds and nearly deads. Right footer. Mola heads it away. Damn, that kid, he's looked good. He's supposed to be garbage, and he's had 3 solid defensive plays since he's come in. McLean into the mixer. Too far. Rathbone collects. 25 yards out. Draws it back to Dobson. 32 yards out. Cuts in. Lots of space. Left footer. Danger! Just misses to the left-hand side. Optimistic. If that would have gone in, it would have been a screamer. Oh. 6 teams in a row. 6 teams in a row. Scar. Forward. Marriott tries to knock it forward. Can't. Some battle in the midfield. It's bouncing around. And it's a foul called 4 minutes. 4 minutes of added time and Bristol off of a free kick. McLean couldn't get to it. Hunt with it. 3 minutes left. It's Bristol towards the goal line. Cross. Danger. Headed away. 18-yard box. Collect. Bristol in the area. Right foot. Opportunity. There's a push in the back. No foul called. Ooh, I think that was the right call, especially given the nature of play. But any other referee, and you've seen that given, that could have been called. Yeah, that's exactly. You're relying on the fact that you've got a referee that doesn't call pens and has been consistently allowing the tough play. McLean frames off his man, bangs it, scoops up in the air, headed forward, and it's Scar sweeping it. Can't get it forward. Far out. Tackled by Matty James, deflects, comes back to Cleworth. Cleworth, long ball. Misses everywhere. It's just pinged the other way. Find a red jersey going forward, a slip and a fall. And Dobson collects. Rathbone, 45 yards. The crowd rises. Does Wrexham do the same? McLean, left-hand side. Far post. Dobson heads it into the area. Knocked free. Dobson back up in the area. James, he puts it back into the area. It's headed away and punched forward. Matty James, looping shot. Misses right-hand side. I was trying to lean that one back. 2 minutes. Thanks, ref. It is desperation time. A minute and a half as Jed cleans the grass and the debris and the chalk away from the line to make sure that he's able to get this underway. The referee says, "Come on, lad." Right foot. No, Bolton hasn't scored. Northampton hasn't scored. We need it. We need it. Rathbone headed away. Rathbone gets it to Dobson. Dobson, good take. Looking for SVJ, and the pass misses. Did he mean to try to go to Sam Smith there instead of Fletcher out wide? Was that intentional, or was that just a piss poor pass? You had him. Oh, I was hoping W&G Huddersfield comes even with Cambridge. Rathbone looking outside, pass behind him, so slows things down. Marriott has it, serve that up, far post, into the hands of the keeper as Fletcher was behind. Easy collect. Our passing has been shite. Don't want this result. I mean, it's better than it was at 1-0 at 0-1, but go and collect that, please. Thank you. Ogonko collects. Ogonko gets it underway. This is basically at the death as death as it can be. Whistle in the mouth. There it is. 1-1. That's a smash in the face. That's not just a blow. That's a kick in the groin. That is it's not a knockout punch, but I'm staggering.
Wycombe scored another goal.
Who scored another one?
Yeah.
Sorry, you just dropped. Was it Wycombe?
Yeah, Wycombe.
Yeah, well, that takes the goal differential completely out of the table if it ends up becoming something. So, yeah, thanks for the update, W&G, as Wycombe rubs salt in the wounds and goes up 2-0. So they're a point ahead of us and 5 points clear on goal differential. Charlton's now 4 points behind. And right now, unless Stockport can find some magic, they're sitting at 2 games. We'll let all of the games finalize and come in as finals and for the table to update accordingly. We're the first game of them done. Are you coming over to Wembley? I'll get you a spare ticket. Oh, God, don't talk about that. Here's my prediction. If we don't get the autos, we lose in the semis. I don't think we get to Wembley. You're playing like right now, Leyton Orient, who's got points in 4 out of 5, is ahead of Reading, who's got points in 4 out of 5, and Bolton, who's kind of fallen apart, to be completely frank. They're all in the mix. Huddersfield's been playing garbage, but they're drawing even today. Like, to me, did Blackpool end up winning today? They did 3-1 over Stevenage. So they're at 63 points and only 6 points back. So they're going to have some hope and some optimism. And that's like every little tiny thing too that we didn't want ended up coming to fruition, right? Like what we wanted was Blackpool to lose. Then they're sitting at 60 points, looking at 9. They're really essentially out of it. If Reading and Bolton could tie it up, Reading could tie it up, they'd be out of it. But instead, we go into an away game where Blackpool thinks they have a sniff. Great. Wycombe, they're ahead. Great. Charlton gets points, and they're now only 4 points back. They're still in the hunt. Great. Does this eliminate Stockport? 84 points behind, 9 games left. They can get up to 86 if they're not able to come back. Maybe. But if you're not first, you're last. And that's just it. Like, we're not in second. We are a point behind and 5 points in goal differential, which we're not making up 5 goals in 3 games. So we've got to beat them on points. So now it's out of our hands. We've said all along that Wycombe has had the harder schedule, but they've handled it. Just as your friendly reminder, who does Wycombe have? They've got Charlton. So the good news is one of those teams is going to drop points on Monday. I guess we're cheering for a Charlton win.
Yeah.
Yes. Which means we better take care of our business. So they've got Charlton, then they've got Leyton Orient, and then they've got Stockport. The frustrating part, Stockport's going to be out of it. They'll be saving themselves. Who's the other one? Leyton Orient.
Leyton Orient and Stockport and Charlton. They have to face those three.
Yeah, but two of those teams are essentially effectively by that point in time are going to be out of it mathematically if they're not out of it now. Well, Leyton Orient
did win today. You're right though. They'll probably be out by the time.
Yeah, Leyton Orient can't get there. They've got 9 points left. Even with their win today, they can get up to 76. So Leyton Orient, they're out of it. Except they're not. They're trying to win their playoff
last playoff spot. Yeah.
So they're still in it. So Leyton Orient will be trying.
Yeah.
Charlton obviously will be trying to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're in 6th. They need to play, and they won't be knocked out when they play Wycombe. So
that's solid, but it does. That's the thing. It sucks not being in control of our future. And sorry, the audio keeps cutting in and out as the report. Usually it finds it's probably just a refresh. I think you guys are having some technical difficulties. Try the refresh button. It happens sometimes momentarily, and sometimes it's on other people's YouTubes and not our output. So try that. We'll figure it out. Bugger, do we look at the stats? Do we even care?
I don't know. I only took a half day. I got to get back to work.
I
can look the stats if you want. I can bring them up.
Just bring them up, and then we'll wrap this up quick. Sorry, I didn't know that you've got a work day today. Can I put it in a positive perspective for you? Let's do that rather than look at the stats. Let's try and end this on a positive perspective.
All the stats were us, by the way. They're all us.
Yeah, which is not surprising. We couldn't find it. It was bad passing in and around the box. It ended up costing us the game. The good news for us, the top teams are going to be playing each other. We're playing Charlton. We control our destiny there. Charlton is playing Wycombe. They're going to be dropping points there. The next 2 games are massive. Charlton has Burton at the end of this. And so you'd like to think, I mean, Burton's in a battle there at 43 points right now, battling to stay alive and out of the relegation zone with Bristol. So it's all on. So that's still a thing. See, I think you're the only person who has it. Everybody else is saying it hasn't said anything, Audrey. So I'd refresh your browser and try and jump back in and see if that fixes it. So that's the good news. The good news is to a certain extent, we still control our destiny because we can take care of Charlton. And we know that somebody's going to be dropping points between Charlton and Wycombe. And I think what that is Wrexham beats Blackpool, Charlton beats Wycombe, and the documentary has a happy ending, easy peasy. And there's the drama. Let's set this up. If we beat Blackpool and we get to 86 points, and Charlton takes out Wycombe, we're now at 86-84 with 2 games left. We could clinch with a win at Charlton and a Wycombe loss, or a Wycombe draw. So there's still optimism to be found, but we're really relying on the fine margins now. Charlton, do they think they can get into this? 5 points back, 9 points. They're thinking that Wycombe and or Wrexham are going to drop 4 or 5 points over the next 3 games. I think that's a little unlikely, but they'll be swinging. So, fuck. Thanks, W&G, for just finishing and spoiling the mood. Stockport draws even, gains themselves a point, and gets themselves into 78. So 9 points left. They're still in mathematically the hunt, I guess. We will be back here on Monday for what's going to be another vital match away in Blackpool, a tough team. Our away form has been better in the second half, but isn't certain. But if there is good news, Blackpool 6 points back, well, they'll still be in it. And they still have 4 games to play. So they play us on Monday. Saturday, and then they've got that Wednesday makeup game against Brum. Like 3 games right towards the end of the season for Blackpool. So they're going to be hungry because they've got an extra game in hand. So it's just all roses. Thank you to everybody. I forgot to say through the entire thing, and that's my apologies, and I'll make up for it. Ultimate Promotions, ultipromo.com, ultimatepromotions.biz. If you're looking for pins, if you're looking for medals, 48 years of service, go and hit them up. Check them out. You've got an opportunity. You're going to be closing this down as we close it down, and Brennan can get back to work. Hit them up. Soak it in. Check out their medals, their pins, free service, free artwork, free artwork, free delivery. Thank you to everybody. Got to win the autos. I just don't like our chances if we end up with 3 more games. The semis and then the one in the Wembley. I just don't like our chances. It's a frustrating day. Pat M., formerly known as Dave Daverson. Love it. Have a good one, everybody. A 1-1 frustration. Thanks for coming. We'll see you Monday, 7 a.m. For a win against Blackpool. Right? Call it. Let's go. Up to town. See ya. Bye.